Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks, and today we're in the Caernarvon Tier 8 British Heavy Tank. It's Siegfried Line, Tier 8 match, and it's a standard battle. Now, I don't think I've put many Caernarvon replays up, if any at all, and that's because, well, I'm not really that fond of this tank. It's not a bad tank, it's not a great tank either. It's got its good points, it's got its bad points. It's basically a bigger, fatter, slower Centurion, which is good, apart from the bigger, fatter, slower bit. Its gun it's a good gun for a medium tank. It's the 20-pounder type B barrel, 226 penetration, 230 damage. Quite accurate, in fact, at 0.32, and a good aiming time at 1.9 seconds. But it is a medium tank gun, and you do get your ammo rack damaged in this a hell of a lot. Basically the front of the tank just seems to be made of ammo racks, but if you can get into a position like cresting a ridge where you can accentuate the slope on that turret, you can be quite a strong tank, because there's not much that can get through that. It's 198mm of armour, and at a damn good slope as it is, and if you can, like I say, crest a hill or a rise with that and accentuate that slope, you can bounce shots, well, pretty much all day long. But the side armour is garbage at 51mm, which makes it very hard to side scrape in this. And artillery love shooting at you. But anyway, right, 3001p over there, IS-2 and a Motherland. Right, they really like that corner. Heal my driver because I get him knocked out. Set the 3001p on fire. He's used an ammo rack though, he was quick on that. I've bounced a couple of shots, my tracks have eaten one, but I have taken some damage. The IS-2 is going to come back out in a second. Got to keep an eye on the map though, because there's some stuff to the right, and that was artillery saying hello. Managed to put one into the IS-2 and he missed. Pop back out because I've already reloaded. There's no shot at him. Got to be careful of that corner though. I don't want those tanks around there to advance. There's an IS-3, put a shot in a miss. I think it's the IS-3 that gets one into me in return, and then something else hits me there in the side and takes off another chunk of my health. So I am on very low health, and in fact there's a few things that are still left that can one-shot me right now. Right, but yeah, the medium tank gun thing does seem to be the curse of the British mediums up until the Tier 9 Conqueror. Yeah, so see, that's that 0.32 accuracy at work. There's a small gap between those pillars, and I'm able to put shot through it, one after another, set the Motherland on fire, but he uses his fire extinguisher. One more should finish him off, and in fact it does. And that's that accuracy. Right. It's been a tough old fight on here, but I've got a Tiger 2 up here now backing me up. Yeah, with this tank you do need to play, well, I'm not really playing a support role here, I'm being quite aggressive, but it's a good supporting tank. Oh, that was lucky. The tracks ate most of that, if not all of it. Yeah, it's a good supporting tank, and it's quite good at working ridge lines with that turret. It's the turret off the Centurion Action X, and they've replaced the Tier 10 medium British tank, which is is it the FV4004 or something like that? I can't quite remember now. On the PC they've replaced that one with the Centurion Action X already, or Action 10 should I say. Apologies, it's not the Action X, it is the Action 10. And it is quite a good turret, I must admit, but in certain situations. Now, I was lucky to take a bounce there and not to have my ammo rack damaged. In fact, I think this is the first match, in fact, that I don't get my ammo rack damaged. Right, finished off that other, I think it was another IS-2 over there. So this end of the map's pretty clear, and there's only 2 enemy heavies left. And they are both Tiger 2s. So I don't know what the rest of the team are doing, but they are quite clearly going for that tank destroyer of ours. are Cap and Artie. I don't think they're going to cap, but they're going for Artie in the tank destroyer, trying to farm as much damage and XP as they can, which is fair enough. I'm not criticising them for it. Right, there's the Tiger 2. Can I get one into his side? Yep. And that's the thing with the Caernarvon and why I find it frustrating. You've got the penetration, but you just don't really have the damage. And you did have the rate of fire until the French tanks came on. And then things like the... well, I mean, even the premiums, like the 50T and the Liberté, well, they're the same thing. So the 50T, for instance, uses a 90mm gun. Not quite as much penetration, but still more than enough. Does 10 more damage and has a better rate of fire. So that's why I kind of find the Caernarvon very frustrating. Managed to get a couple of shots into that Tiger before somebody ammo racks him, and that's the game. And I think that was possibly the best game I've ever had in my Caernarvon. Don't get too excited with the XP there. There were a couple of ops that gave me some extra, but Hand of God Bruiser, first class mastery, and it gave me my first mark of excellence on the Caernarvon. So I got 250 for the hide and seek and 1500 for call me damage, which has been the top damage dealer across both teams. Over 3,800 damage done, 1,600 blocked. I think it gave me just shy of 2,500 XP without the ops. But yeah, I think that's possibly the best game, if not one of the best I've ever done in the Caernarvon. Like I said, I just find it frustrating and find it sometimes difficult to do over sort of a couple of thousand, maybe 2,500 damage in it. It's yeah, frustrating vehicle, I'm afraid. And I'm sure there's people out there that love the Caernarvon, and it's just not one of my favourites. However, the next replay is in one of my favourites at the minute, the T-34-1. So we'll see that one in just a moment. So we're on highway, standard battle, tier 7 matchup, and yeah, T-34-1, tier 7 Chinese medium again. I do like this tank at the minute. In fact, well, I say at the minute, I do like this tank full stop. I think it's a nice little tier 7 medium, and I know I put the T-34-1 review up earlier today, but that should have actually gone up yesterday. But I had quite a busy day yesterday and just didn't quite have the time to get it finished, so I finished it off earlier on and got it uploaded. So, you lucky folks get another video today. So, I'm going to go up this western side, up towards that northwestern corner where a lot of them seem to swarm down from the enemy camp, down the hill, across the river there, and up this side. Now, I did say to pay attention up this way, because, well, look at where the team have gone. I'd say 2/3 of the team have gone into the town. There's me and one heavy come this way, and there's a couple of, I think there are a couple of heavies. Like I say, the resolution on the screen when I'm doing the commentary isn't great. And a tank destroyer milling around near the base. They seem to have been up here. Ooh, I just took a hit in the flank. Ah, cheeky little T-67. When I was trying to shoot that T-34-85 down on the bridge. Right, you cheeky little beggar. Take that. How do you like them apples, boyo? You shave off a little bit of my health, I'll take 2/3 of yours. And now you're done. I bet you're regretting your decision, aren't you? Right, now, they're still on the bridge. Well, they're still on the bridge. That T-34-85, I think that's what it was, is down there, and he's been joined by KV-1. It's... You don't tend to see many people down there. It's a bit of a... well, I don't know. At this stage of the match, I'd be a bit iffy about going down there. Ah, T-43. I wonder if that's what it always was. I got a nice hit on the KV-1 though. The T-43, I think my tracks ate it. His second one bounces off my turret, and I don't know if it's where I'm aiming or if they're going wide, but I just keep bouncing off him. He manages to get one to connect though and take some of my health. Try for that weak spot on top, the cupola, but it just goes straight into the ridge. Like I said in the review, it's not the most accurate of the medium guns, this. Not by far. Try the other side, and that's better. Get one to connect, and I'd seen that coming up on my side, that T-34-85. So I spin it round, He gets another shot into me though. I'm out of the way of that T-43 on the bridge. But now I've got to deal with this guy. Decent rate of fire on that. He's put a couple of shots into me. Tricked him into firing. Put one into him in return. Make sure it connects. Don't snapshot it. I knew he was empty and had a few seconds before his next shot. He's probably a one-hit kill for me now. So if I can just... There we go. Before he manages to get one at me. And there's a VK3001D poking over this ridge now. Let's see if I can put him into the side of his turret. And there we go. Leave him on a slither of health. And I can only assume that it's him that's got me spotted. There doesn't seem to be anybody else up here. One more should finish it off. I wasn't quite sure there. I wasn't paying attention. Did he bounce or did he do a bit of damage? I don't seem to have taken any health off. Right, KV-13 over there. Good tier 7 medium tank and overlooked by a lot of people because it sits in a strange place in the Soviet tech tree. It just leads to other tier 7s, either the IS through the from the mediums from the T-34-85 or into the T-43 from the KV-85. Ooh, that's Doug. That was lucky. He must be left on maybe 5 health. I think I hit him and somebody else did at the same time. Put one where I think he might have been, but he wasn't. He was on the move. Although I don't think he was spotted when I put that shot in there, but if he was, then I just look like a right derpy, yeah, derpy derp. Right, one heavy left. And it's that IS that I saw near the Stug, and he's making a run for it down the hill. Backwards. So, wait for the aim time. Aim time on this is a little bit long. I've got a not vertical stabiliser, gun lane drive on it at that as well, and it's still lengthy. And yeah, I thought it might bounce off my turret. I don't think I was got my hull as concealed as I thought I did, and I don't quite make it to the end of the match, which was so frustrating. And again, don't get too excited about the XP there. Couple of ops again, 250 for the hide and seek, 1500 for the call me damage. High caliber, first class mastery. So I was the top damage dealer across both teams again, which is always lovely, especially in a little tier 7 medium. Well, it was a tier 7 match, so you know that always helps. But yeah, just over 2,600 damage done. I do like this T-34-1, I really do. Anyway, as always, if you like what you've seen, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've certainly enjoyed making this video for you and playing these games. As always, take care out there, and I will catch you next time. See you later.